too.
Yeah,
Internet's been horrible all day.
it's been a long, crazy week for me in general. But today, man, the traffic. I don't know if it was just coming into town, getting ready for the game, or whatever the case may be. But man, it was crazy getting home. Absolutely insane. So anyway, man, what up, folks? Dolphin Fan Voices podcast, back with you tomorrow. Big game. Just so everybody knows, I probably I'm gonna try, but I'm probably gonna be not able to broadcast live tomorrow. And the reason why is because I'm gonna be at the game. I don't know what the signal is gonna be like in the stadium, but I do have a way to remote play my computer screen. So we shall see exactly what happens with that. But anyway, man, uh, yeah, Dolphins versus the Falcons tomorrow. But let's take a rewind and start back with the game that we saw last week, which was Dolphin versus Tennessee Titans. Um, how did you feel about that game, man? What did you think about the Dolphins versus Titans?
I was excited about the defense.
Yes, yes,
The offense did enough in the fourth quarter to get that touchdown to Jarvis.
yeah,
Just disappointed they can't take advantage of any kind of opportunities. And now that the offensive line is playing a little bit better, uh, Jay Cutler is just like acting like there's still pressure. And three of those errant passes, he had happy feet. He was moving around when there's no one in the pocket. And he had a clean, like the one he could have moved further to his right, and there was a whole sideline there open with no one there. But he like put his head down and Tunsil and then looked up like, wow, why? And it's like, come on, dude, wake up.
absolutely. I think the thing that stuck out to me the most, man, last week and what we were saying in the podcast on last week was this was going to be a good test for our run defense versus a very good run defense of the Tennessee Titans, and we shut them down. That was very exciting to see this defense shut. And even though I have to put a little bit of an asterisk next to it because, of course, we were playing Matt Castle, and nobody is afraid of Matt Castle on the ball, but still, I mean, you shut down DeMarco Murray, you shut down his sidekick. That's a pretty big feat, especially for the offensive line that they have because they have a very good offensive line. And to see this defense go out there and shut that team down, man, was very, very exciting.
Yeah, William Hayes, dude. What a seventh round draft pick that guy was, dude. He was literally for that whole first quarter unblockable.
Yeah,
He went like he was gonna do a speed rush on Lawan,
uh,
and then he just planted and just bursted. Was untouched.
yeah,
It shoved Marco Murray into the middle instead of cutting outside on the cutback where the play was supposed to go. He just funneled him straight into Timmons, Kiko, Jones, and they just destroyed him, dude.
yeah,
After every tackle, he's jumping up and he's getting everybody jacked up, and then I could see that his energy transferred over to like Kiko. It transferred into Jones, who, in my opinion, he's finally shaken some of the rust off. He's starting to look like the Rashad Jones that we're used to, the Pro Bowl safety, top 3 in the league.
Right.
He flashed that again in the Titans. But I think it started with Hayes and Sue. They just came in, they just weren't going to be blocked. And you could see it. I mean, they struggled two-man on Sue. They left Wake one-on-one. They left Branch one-on-one. And then they tried to chip double Gottschall and Hayes. And Hayes wasn't having none of that chip shit, dude.
Yes.
He's screaming, throw a tackle on me or I'm going to stop your play.
Oh, man, I'm trying to give me. I want to see how this sounds on Facebook because I'm broadcasting this live on Facebook and I don't know how it's sounding. Oh, man, I'm trying to give me. I want to see how this sounds on Facebook because I'm broadcasting this live on Facebook and I don't know how it's sounding. Oh, man, I'm trying to.
Sounds good.
I want to see how this sounds. Yeah, it actually sounds good. Audio sounds decent. All right, cool. Back to the topic at hand. What do you think is the biggest thing that is stopping this offense from getting its feet under itself?
Trying to force the ball to Julius Thomas. Honest to God. If they stopped doing that, Jay Cutler wouldn't look so horrible. 4 weeks now we have film. Chargers, Jets, Saints, and now the Titans. They're covering him with a corner. And they don't even care if that corner is over 6 foot tall. And Julius Thomas is not getting open against corners. He's 6'5", over 250 pounds. He's supposed to be athletic. There ain't no way in hell some 5'9", 5'10" guy should be like molesting him all the way down the field. But that's what Adoree Jackson was doing. He's a rookie, smallish rookie. Yeah. He's mauling this dude like he's covering a fucking running back. Yeah. It's unacceptable. And a lot of Cutler's issues is he loves the tight end. He loved it in Denver. He loved it in Chicago. He had Greg Olsen, who's a Pro Bowl tight end. If Julius Thomas at that point was young and a Pro Bowl tight end. When Julius left, they still had 2 other guys. He's always had that blanket, that security blanket in the seam when the wide receivers are covered. And then when he targets the middle of the field, the 2 deep Tampa 2 has to stop. Then they have to go to a cover 3 or man. And then now all of a sudden you're playing into one-on-one against those 6'3" wide receivers that he loves to throw to, like Jeffries, Brandon Marshall, and now Devontae Parker. It plays right in. You're playing into his hand. He's dictating to you. And right now, they're trying to force the ball into Julius Thomas, who literally can't get open, even on a corner, who he should be dominating. And you can see the offense. They got 4 or 5 design plays for Julius Thomas. They got 3 designed for Damian Williams and Ajayi in the passing game. And when those 3 things don't work, you can see Gase is like, well, what the fuck do I call? And well, I'll just throw the bubble screen to Jarvis and I'll throw the bubble screen to Kenny and let's see if they can get open. And it's not happening.
No.
They're catching the ball and they're getting tackled for a 1-yard gain. And he's waiting for them to, I guess, break a freaking tackle. But the defense is like, man, we don't even have to worry about this shit. We'll just play man, drop the linebackers in zone, and pray. Just beg them to throw it deep because they're going to run it or throw a screen, and we got everything in front of us. They don't even have to make a big change. Just Thomas, he's not. He's worse than Jordan Cameron. He's worse than Jordan Cameron. I mean, I don't know how long until Gase comes off of Julius Thomas. This offense is going to continually to struggle because if you pull up the games, there's Grant running free against the Jets. There's Stills running free against the Chargers. There's Parker running free against the Jets, and he hit him a couple of times, but he had to scramble around before finding Parker. But Parker was a 3-step drop. Parker's wide open. He's being forced, and you can see the first progression is I gotta look for Julius Thomas, and half the time he don't come off that first progression. It's implemented. We'll just make it Julius. We'll make it Jarvis. We'll have specific plays. He's overcompensating. He knows what he needs to do, but he doesn't seem like he's willing to do it yet. He's hoping that Julius Thomas will get it together or, I don't know, do something. But it's clear he's not.
Yeah. I think Gase was really, really banking more on Jay Ajayi being more of a factor in these first few years. I don't think he ever envisioned games where Jay Ajayi would be under 100 yards. I remember hearing talk in the preseason that Jay Ajayi was 30 carry game, and that's not happening every game. And we're not getting the yardage every game to kind of set up some of this other stuff. I think the whole game plan and the whole offense coming into this season is built around Ajayi and built around him being highly successful as he was last year, and working off the play action in that way. And it's not happening. And what defenses are being able to do is as you said, they're not worried about us going deep. They're not worried about anything else because everything they're doing is working. I don't feel like we're throwing an element of surprise at them. I feel like everything, our offense still seems to be increasing mode. Still seems to be basic and vanilla. And I don't really know what to attribute that to. Also, I've said it since preseason. Ball placement. Putting the ball where the receivers are at an advantage with catching the ball rather than defenders. I would love it if that part of the game improved. What's this offensive line? Especially Bushrod. God damn. I'm sitting here reviewing the film on Bushrod, man. And he looked like a bullfighter. You know how like when you see those videos and the bullfighter's holding up the red cape and then he pulls it up and the bull goes flying past him?
The Olay block.
God damn it, Bushrod versus Casey. I'm talking about 2 seconds. He didn't hold a block at all. At all. Better than that. Shit.
He did way better than that last year.
Shit. God, it almost looked like a block that you would think would be coming from a screen. You know how they kind of let the defenders come in on the screen and they throw it away from them? That's how it looked, but that wasn't the case. It's terrible blocking by Bushrod in some of those plays in this game. And he's got to play better than that. He was the second best offensive lineman.
Our issue, though, we don't have anybody to replace Bushrod with.
Yeah.
They stunted Asiata's development. They had him playing right tackle, right guard, center, and left guard, 4 positions. Why? Your weakest spot is left and right guard. At the time, we had Pouncey, who was healthy and hadn't been hurt yet. We had Urbic as a backup center, Steen as a backup center, and we stole Jake Brindle off of the Cowboys practice squad in November of last year. There's 4 guys playing backup fucking center. Why do we got to throw the rookie in there? Why can't he stay at one of the guard spots, learn that one position? It's like right now for when like Steen can't get it or Davis can't get it. Bushrod is struggling so bad. We're just overcompensating so bad for Mike Pouncey being hurt that he forgot that, hey, you signed Ted Larson, he's out. You re-signed Urbic and Bushrod. Urbic is out. You cut him with an injury. And Bushrod's struggling. So where, the guys you brought in to cover the guard are out. The draft pick you spent is inactive because, in your own words, he's not ready. We're going to save him for next year. He's redshirting. You don't fucking redshirt draft picks in the NFL.
No, you don't. They're too valuable, man.
You only do that if you're like the Atlanta Falcons. You got the fucking number 1 rated fucking center and Mac that you stole for nothing off of the Browns. You got 2 Pro Bowl guards inside. Sure, yeah, let's draft another guy and we'll just hold him back because we got 3 fucking Pro Bowlers. But we had hardly nobody covering the fucking guard spot. And the reason we drafted one is so we would have 3 guys at the spot. Where we have nothing right now. Even if we wanted to bench Bushrod or Steen, we can't. Who are you going to put in? That guy that was doing great, that Eric Smith that we stole an undrafted rookie from Virginia, yes. He's on IR. He had knee surgery.
Oh, so
Larson can't be available. Yeah, Larson can't be available until after the Atlanta game, so we're fucked. All we have is Jake Brindle, that Jesse Davis kid who can't block for shit, and Anthony Steen. And in the Tennessee game, it was so clear that Steen was playing better than Davis that if you notice, Davis didn't hardly play any snaps at all against the Titans. They stayed Steen at left guard, and they left it alone. And he actually did really good in the run game, but he couldn't do shit in the passing game, and that's the problem. Is that they're doing good in run blocking, but they can't pass block for shit. And Gase isn't adjusting his personnel to have like Damian Williams stay in the game. He's our best run blocking running back, the guy that can pick up the blitz and shit. Jay's good at it, but he's not as good at it as Damian Williams is. And that's why I say it. If we benched Julius Thomas and went to a 2-back set, Williams, and then used Drake to spell both guys every other series from some air, we could use what we did in the Pittsburgh game on. If you notice those games, we're running it and passing it with both Williams and Ajayi in. And Williams is, on most of those runs, a fullback for Ajayi. Then we run the same looking play like it's going to be a run, the play action, and now Williams is running down the sideline with the linebacker trailing 7 yards behind him. And he's always wide open, like that Charger game. The dude was open every single fucking time. But we're not playing that personnel. We're waiting for Julius Thomas to be able to get open off of some fucking 5'10" corner, and he can't. I was listening to fans all week talking about, well, if we get a better matchup and they throw an actual linebacker on Julius Thomas, I'm like, are you kidding? If he got a linebacker cover, that fucking fool wouldn't get off the line of scrimmage. 5'10" fucking corner and Dory Jackson, all of 185 pounds in full gear, is blocking a 250 guy, stoning him at the line of scrimmage. What is a fucking 240-pound linebacker going to do? Imagine Timmons covering Julius Thomas. He ain't getting off the line of scrimmage, dude. I mean, I hate picking on the guy, but Jesus Christ, man. He is like clearly our weakest player on the whole team. He's even outperforming Nate Allen, who I like to just see us just cut. We're playing 10 on 11 on our team. If you look at him against the Titans, what did he do? The one time he had coverage, that was a 59-yard touchdown pass to Delaney Walker, and we got saved by the refs. They called it pass interference, and there was no pass interference. I was like, man, who did we pay? I'll take it. Look, yeah, I'll take it. But, dude, I mean, for real, that there was no pass interference. That was a touchdown.
Yeah.
2 plays later, Kiko and McCain come off the corner on a blitz, and fucking Kiko he almost injured fucking Matt Castle on that hit. He lit that dude up.
Yeah, he did.
Off his mouth. I fumbled the ball. Jones picked it up, ran it in for a touchdown. I was like, yeah. But 2 plays before that was a 59-yard bomb down the seam. And Nate Allen's sitting there going, oh, what?
When TJ McDonald gets back, do you think that we improve as a pass defense?
Oh, when McDonald comes back?
Yeah. How much improvement?
Man, we went from 30th last year without him, and we're 8th right now in the NFL on defense.
Yeah.
We'll be top 4 defense.
No,
we're already 4th against the run.
Yep.
And Nate Allen comes off and TJ McDonald comes in. Dude, man, we are going to be lighting dudes up in the coverage. Did you see what he was doing in the preseason game, that last preseason game, when he knew he was mad because he knew he was getting suspended?
Yeah.
He still wanted to play.
Yep.
That dude caught that pass, turned around for the Vikings, and he just you can hear the plastic crunch on the fucking TV set, dude. Imagine how loud that sounded on the field, dude.
Yeah.
And with Timmons flying around the way he is, my God, dude. And whatever they're doing with Kiko, he struggled against that Charger game. He struggled, and in that Jets game, he struggled even harder. And then when Timmons come back that following week or after the Saints game, like somebody told Kiko, he's like, I'm not going to get beat anymore. From then on, from that Saints game on, Kiko Alonso has been lighting it up. Did you realize he was the #1 rated linebacker for the whole week last week?
No, I didn't know.
And Rashad Jones was the #1 safety versus the pass and versus the run last week. Those 2 dudes were #1 in the NFL.
Oh, man.
Now, like you said, imagine TJ McDonald coming back now. Now we get some dude 6'3", can hit like a fucking linebacker, and he's playing next to Rashad Jones. Woo. And we go 8-man box and blitz one of those dudes. Man, and with our defensive ends playing the way they are, Branch with 2 sacks, Wait a sack, Sue with the sack.
Harris finally.
Man, dude. Yeah, dude. And Harris finally got his sack, and then he just blew that guy down.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, what? And then we're getting TJ back. Did you realize we have not allowed any runs, and Jordan Phillips hasn't even played a snap in 3 weeks?
Nope. And that was
we're playing Sue with 2 rookies at defensive tackle.
Yes.
And there was 3 plays I wanted to show you, but I forgot. I ran out of time during the week. I was going to post it on your Facebook. There was 3 plays where I have game film showing Sue lined up as a defensive end, and Godchow and Taylor playing the defensive tackles. They stand the center guard and the guard tackle. They stand them straight up, and Kiko blows around one. Malaga shoots the A gap down the center, and Kiko and Rashad Jones meet at Derrick Henry in the flat for a 3-yard loss, and Taylor and Godchow, the two rookies, ate 2 double teams and literally gave up not a 1 inch off the line of scrimmage. They stood those dudes up, dropped their anchor on the line, and left them standing there at the line of scrimmage, holding 2 guys up, and created gaps where the linebackers could shoot through any gap they wanted. Blew the play up. And then that strip play where Godchow got the strip, he got beat, turned inside, he spun, dug his heels in the ground, reached around, and punched the ball out as the guy was running by him. Being beat, he still made a better play than Phillips has ever made besides those interceptions that he gets.
Phillips has to.
And we'll probably bench Vincent Taylor, even though he's playing he's even playing better than Godchow, but he just doesn't have the snap count that Godchow's getting. Godchow's getting 30, 35 snaps a game. Vincent Taylor is getting 13, but he's missed 0 tackles and missed no assignments while he's in his 13 snaps a game, or if that. Against the Jets game, he only played 3 snaps, and we sucked hard. But he only was in the field 3 times. They forgot to put him in the rotation. And that's what's killing me with this team, is they lose track of what they've got.
Yeah.
But I'm excited with this run game, dude. And TJ comes back, man. Can't wait.
All right, so out of all the defensive players, and there's a lot to choose from in this Titan game, who was the player that you felt was the defensive player of the game? Who's the player that stood out the most? One player.
I have to go William Hayes.
William Hayes?
He come out juiced up. He come out jacked, fired up, and he helped get the rest of the guys jacked into where they were going to win the game by themselves. For me, it was William Hayes.
All right, so moving. I had on Facebook, Martin said Jones. I think any of them.
You had Rashad Jones?
Yeah, Rashad Jones. I think any of those guys would be a good choice. I gotta go with Kiko, man. I think that one play was like the game changer. If that strip sack doesn't happen, we win that game.
Yeah, I can't argue with you. Like you said, you'd be right if you picked 3 or 4 different guys.
Freaking Branch is another one. Oh man, that guy has been playing big time. Andre Branch is playing big time. Oh man,
He is, dude.
There's a lot to love about this defense right now.
Remember we were talking 3 games ago, we were worried about Matt Burke calling a decent defense? That when we hit the buzzsaw teams like Atlanta, Tennessee, Kansas City, Denver, how is he going to dial up some defense? How are we going to get some pressure? How are we going to stop the running games? So right now, I think he's doing an excellent job. That sack that Harris got, he went, Sue is the only defensive tackle, and he had our three best pass rushers, Branch, Harris, and Waite, on the field at the same time.
Yes. See, that's what I was envisioning in the preseason. Come out with a lineup that has Sue, Wake, Harris, Branch, and just come after the quarterback. That's what the Giants used to do when they had all of those.
That's
yeah,
Super Bowls.
yeah.
Jason Tuck.
Yep. The guy with the one hand now. What is his name? I forget his name.
Pierre Paul.
Yep, Pierre Paul, Tuck, Michael Strahan. They would come out with all of them boys, and they would just come after your quarterback. All right, so this segues into a very difficult game. Atlanta Falcons, Miami Dolphins, Mercedes-Benz Stadium tomorrow. Team that just went to the Super Bowl, very talented offense. They're going to be missing Mohamed Sanu. He's going to be out, but they still have that guy named Julio Jones. And this is definitely going to be a huge test for the secondary to go out there and against a top 3 receiver when he's healthy. Most people would say either 1 or 2.
Yep.
So, what do you think about this Falcon game?
Just hope that when he makes a catch, that we tackle right off the bat. Hope that Xavier Howard isn't the guy playing him the whole game. When he does go deep, hoping that Freeman and the other guy, I forgot his name now, don't kill us with the screen pass.
I know.
Like the preseason game, and Freeman got that touchdown off of Kiko. Kiko didn't come out of the roll out to the flat fast enough.
So my Tevin Coleman.
I just hope that Coleman, he's dangerous in the wheel route.
Yes.
Can line up at wide receiver.
Yep.
I hope we don't just get tunnel vision on Julio and then just allow those other guys to carve us up. It's a tough task. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
I would love to go out there and double Julio Jones. I like to take him plumb out of the game. I wish we had a guy who we can just shove on him and say, all right, you go and take him away. One of those guys where the quarterback doesn't really want to go to that side. He's going to go to the other side. I wish we had one of those guys, but since we don't right now, I would love to double team him and make Matt Ryan go elsewhere.
I'm hoping we do that, exactly that, with Tankersley on him and have like Nate Allen, his only responsibility is to bracket coverage Julio.
Yes.
Take the top off of the route. Yep. Let Tank grab hands, push him to the sideline. Then if he does get beat in the inside, that Nate is playing close enough where Brian has to look the field and go, okay, that's double. Where's my other matchups? Comes off of Julio and doesn't even bother throwing it. I'll take my chances with like Coleman, Freeman. I forgot the name of their 2 tight ends that they have. Just let those guys and just hope that Gabriel doesn't beat the shit out of McCain in the slot.
Yes. Yeah.
Because even if we take Julio out and Gabriel is running on McCain, we're screwed. Because we'll have to drop Jones in the coverage. Now he's not at the line of scrimmage. Now we have to worry. We have to rely on Timmons, Malaluga, Kiko stopping the run. And man, their inside running game is on par or better than can be better than the Titans game. But I hope we jump on them early, like you said. Just make Julio a non-factor. Double if you have to, double bracket, whatever you got to do. Throw Kiko underneath, take the bottom out where he gets a deep enough drop where Ryan has a hard time dropping it down in over the linebacker and below the safety. Make the throw where it's even if it's thrown to Julio, it's our advantage because we can get a hand on it. Maybe get a tip and get a couple of interceptions off of it.
Matt Ryan has been very average this year so far as well. 5 touchdowns.
The Bills beat him. They made him one-dimensional, and their defense tore him up.
Yes.
I don't know if we can do that.
That is what
they got lucky. They got lucky. They didn't have to worry about Julio. They just had to worry about Gabriel, Sanu, and the other guys. We have fucking Julio we have to worry about. They got their bye week. Julio needed that for his hip pointer.
I wonder if Byron Maxwell is going to play in this game.
From what I've heard from the press releases during the week, I doubt he'll be active. So if he's not active, they won't play him. Burke said that he's still dealing with issues. Those issues when he lost his job was they're calling certain coverages and Maxwell's running what he wants to run, whatever that is. So he was freelancing, getting burnt. That's why they went to Tank, even if he wasn't hurt, that Tank actually was going to get his shot. And then if he did well, he'd stay out there. He did more than well. He's been our fucking shutdown corner. He only gave up 7 yards against the Titans. They threw to his side 3 times, got 1 completion for 7 yards, and just went and threw it against McCain and Howard and let those guys do what they can do. They're not throwing to Tankersley. And Drew Brees really didn't throw against him either after that first series. Like I was saying last week, they targeted him. We got a rookie, so they threw it 5 times, and then after that, Brees said, fuck that, we're not throwing over there. I'm hoping that happens against Julio, because then I like my chances them throwing, and the way Kiko and Timmons are doing in coverage, I like my chances. Because that means Ryan has to hold the ball. And if we can keep dialing up those nice blitzes and then making those pass rushes count. Ryan, he doesn't like throwing under pressure.
No.
I don't know what you think, though. Well, how do you think it's going to go?
I would love to, one, of course, stop the run, make the Falcons be a one-dimensional football team. And like you said, man, just come after Matt Ryan, move him off of the spot. I would like to definitely see pressure up the middle of the field and force Matt Ryan to go east-west. Am I saying this right? They go north.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean. I want him to go side to side.
Yeah.
I don't want him to
take half the field away while him running around.
I don't want him to be able to step up in the pocket. I want him to have to move side to side because his lateral foot is not his strong. And I want to make him throw on the run as well. I don't want him having to throw with his feet set. I want to get after him and force him to play that way. I mean, so just one-dimensional, taking Julio Jones out of the game. Don't let Julio Jones be the reason we lose this game. Get after him, double team him if you have to, and make Matt Ryan go to his other weapons, whether it's Austin Cooper, Taylor Gabriel, Justin Hardy, those other guys. I want to make if somebody make it another guy.
Wait, what kind of thing animal is he?
And
He is a mouse.
this offense got Jamie.
Yeah, I eat. I want to eat him. I want to eat him.
Please get us some. Let us play with the lead so that we can get our heels back. I would love it if let's say we get the ball first. Get the first kick off. Let's go down the field and football.
The episode about a mouse. Ooh, yeah. I love eating mouses.
I agree. I would like to see if we have the ball first. I'd like to see our offense come out. I would like to see some quick slants, inside runs with Ajayi. I don't like to see that running lateral shit where they can got Deion Jones and their safety Keanu Neal. They can come down too quick through the gaps when we're running wide. Just take the 3 yards up the middle, run some slants, loosen them up, and then even if we fail, run a few 9 routes on first down. Show the defense that, hey, we're going to take some shots. Let them think about it. And then run off of, hopefully Ajayi can get early success to get a couple runs. If that happens, then we can get them in those slants to Jarvis, the outs to Stills. Start to loosen them up, get them, maybe catch them in a nickel package, and then stick them in that nickel package, turn the no huddle on while they're in the nickel, and then start running Ajayi down the throat. Get that 7-0 lead. Give our defense a chance.
Yeah. Something that would.
What I don't want to see is fucking bubble screens. Fucking
no bubble screen. No, please.
Passes and behind the line of scrimmage. Fucking running the pitch option. Seeing that horrible wildcat for the fucking game. I don't want to see that shit.
Yes.
I'd rather lose fucking doing what we do than lose with these fucking gimmick gadgets, turnovers off of those, and just killing ourselves like we did against the Jets. I just don't want to see that shit. If we lose running to JJ, he fumbles a couple of times, I'll take it.
Right.
If we're throwing deep to Stills and he drops a couple like he did against Seattle, I'll take it. But this fucking bubble screen shit, 3 and out, punt the fucking ball, watch our defense go out there and play 60, 70 fucking snaps in that fucking environment, having to run as much as they're going to have to run if Atlanta gets the lead. I just that's not what I want to see. That's the nightmare that I've had all week.
I would love it if we came out, first play of the game, play action, and go after something big.
Me too. First down.
Yes.
Come out, make it look like a run, get everybody bunched up, looking like it's a power run up the middle, fake the handoff to Ajayi, and just Grant or Stills running fucking a 9 route and just see if Cutler does something. And even if it's incomplete, maybe we get that defense on a PI. Now it's pass interference. That's still a 40-yard penalty. Now we got them, like you said, now we got them thinking, fuck, they're throwing this deep shit. And then line up in the same formations where we're passing it. And then see if they loosen up or spread out. Like the linebackers are dropped. You can see them backpedaling a little bit just before the snap. They're doing that, audible it, hand up to fucking Ajayi and just let him hit that second unit with their feet on their heels and just I'll roll that dice every day. But if we come out 2 straight runs, 3rd and 13, man, dude.
Yep.
Time to get the coffee and fucking some Jack Daniels. Hope for the best. That's what I'll be doing at home.
Yep.
Hey,
Absolutely.
you guys have to go out. You guys have to go out.
I'm on in the middle of like crap ton of Atlanta South.
Yeah.
I just hope I'm not embarrassed.
I am all done.
I'm gonna be talking a lot of crap.
What's your name again?
That's right, huh? You're going to the game.
Yeah, I'm going to the game. I'll be in the game. So I just hope to go out there and we win this game. I'll be Carolina Panthers.
Nibbles, no eating clock.
That's going to be a good game.
No eating clock.
Go to at least 4 games. So this is gonna be my first game. Panthers. I'll probably go see Dolphins. Probably go see Jets. Down in Park Rock. So I'm going to 4 games. This game right here is like 5 minutes away from my house. So I gotta go to this.
So you possibly go to the Jets game after this?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go to Dolphins.
That'd be fucking tight, dude.
Either Dolphins Jets or Dolphins Bills. One of the two. I'm gonna go to one of the two. I'm gonna go to at least 4. The Kansas City game, is that in Miami or is that in Kansas City?
I'm pulling up the schedule right now. I believe it's in Kansas City because it's smack dab in our Patriot games and the Bills games late. You'll have to post some pictures. I heard that Mercedes-Benz Stadium is pretty badass.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going live for like a lot of it, so I'll be going live podcasting to show what the stadium looks like, what the field looks like, things like that. So don't worry, it'll be plenty of stuff to talk about on next week when we come back on. Oh yeah, I forgot to the folks who are watching, man. I apologize. I really want to kind of be punctual with the way that I'm doing this on Saturday at 7:00. If that time is not good for you guys, let me know. Like I see that we actually have more people here today than we normally. I have tuning in watching us, so maybe just maybe 8:00 is a better time. If that's the case, let me know. But yeah, I really. I tell my employees all day, be here on time. That's one of the most important things of the day. Because of the traffic, man, I couldn't make it at 7. So that's the reason why we're on at 8:00. It does seem like we have a bigger audience here today than we've had for a few other podcasts. So that's a good thing. Maybe 8:00 is a time where people are home and relaxing. So.
I'm good whatever time you tell me.
Oh yeah, I saw you asking me about the other. I don't know. I sent out all the invites. I messaged everybody. I don't know if this is a bad day for people, or if the experience isn't something that they liked or whatever the case may be. But I have sent out invites to the other guys and haven't been able to catch up with them. I don't know. I'll speak with them and see exactly what we can do if some, if it conflicts with their schedule, whatever the case may be. Um, might have to, pump it up, pump it back. I like the day though because the day it gives us an opportunity to talk right before the game, talk about some of the things that we think we're gonna see. And last week, man, we were spot on. We were spot on about last week. So
Yeah, last week was fun too.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, it looks like after the Falcon game, we're home for the Jets.
yeah,
And then when you were talking about the Chiefs game,
yeah.
it's at Buffalo, at Kansas City, and then home for Buffalo. And the
Okay.
game before that at Buffalo is home for the Patriots. So our November 26th on, it's a rough road to hoe. Our bye week starts with that Tampa game. It was a bye week, but it's now a game. And then it's at New England, home for Denver, home for New England, then at Buffalo, at Kansas City, then home for Buffalo to finish the season off.
Oh,
That from November 9th of our bye week on, that's what I was saying. By Irma screwing us, that now turns that whole month and a half into a buzzsaw. Against the Patriots, 2 games against the Bills, and then we're throwing Denver and Kansas City in late. And those 2 teams are looking like they're pushing for playoffs. So depending on our season, we might be fighting the Broncos for a wild card going down that stretch.
see, that's the reason why I feel like these early games, the Chargers, the Jets, the Saints, the Titans, they had to be W's because once you get past that, even coming into this game, I felt like this game would be one of the toughest of the earliest games. Before Ryan Tannehill went down, I had us winning all 4 of these games. And then after that, I was like, I don't know about the Titan game or the Saints. Um,
Same here. After Tannehill went down, we had Cutler.
yeah,
I looked at Atlanta game and that Titans game. Man, it's like maybe if we can come 1-1, maybe because then it don't get easier, like you said.
no,
We got at Baltimore after the Jets game, then we're home for the Raiders, and we're at Carolina. Then it's home for the Tampa Bay, then at New England, home for the Broncos, home for the Patriots, at Buffalo, this Jets game on after is fucking
yes.
buzzsaw.
Now,
For the first 7 weeks, if we had Tannehill, I was confident that we would win all the way up to the Baltimore game. Then it would be start getting a tough road to hoe.
yep,
But with Cutler now, even these easy ones, man.
yep. I thought the Jet games were in the bag. I was like, all right,
Same here.
yeah, we got 2 wins against the Jets, and on the miserable 20-6. Now the Raider game has become interesting because J. Manuel makes the Raiders very beatable, very very beatable.
Yeah, but David Carr starts this weekend.
He does. Shit.
Yeah, he's starting this weekend. They were talking about it on the local channels here. All I get's the Raiders and the fucking Niner news. They were talking that Del Rio's putting a lot of pressure on the offensive line to make sure that they play up to par to protect him because he's still wounded a little bit.
Right.
His back is still hurting.
They need to be careful with that kid. They cannot rush him back with these injuries.
I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're gonna end up with him like the Giants end up with Odell Beckham. He ends up rushing back, doesn't fully heal, and then he ends up tearing it up even worse. And now Odell Beckham is out for the rest of the season because of that. He was never 100%. Ever.
Correct.
When he came back, I was watching that game. I forget who they were playing, but every time he took a hit, he stayed down grimacing on the ground. He should have been out of those games. There's no way he should have been out. You know he was out there favoring the other ankle. So I mean,
He's out for the year now on a contract year.
Yep.
And then they lost Brandon Marshall. He had surgery for the end of the year.
Yep.
And then the other young kid, I don't know his name, he's gone for the year too. Now they're just left with that Sterling Shepard kid.
Wow.
And a bunch of guys that I don't even know.
Yikes. So they went from explosive, powerful offense to who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, they were talking about bringing T.O. in for a tryout.
Holy shit. It's that bad.
He called him up and said, hey, I'll come out and try out. So they let him come in for a workout. But after that, I haven't heard nothing with the Giants.
Oh, man.
They went from having the best wide receiver crew to, like, calling T.O. up out of retirement.
Yeah. That's terrible.
The Raiders, if they're not careful, they can't win shit with E.J. Manuel and that Cody kid or whatever his name is, McCoy or whatever. Last year's rookie, as their only backup last year.
What was his name? Connor Cook, I think his name is.
Yeah, Connor Cook. There you go. That's all they have left if Carr's down is Manuel and Cook.
That would be a huge disappointment. This is a team that came in with like Super Bowl aspirations, and now they are. I mean,
they're struggling like we are.
Yeah, that just shows you, man. When that quarterback position is, that quarterback position is like the most important position on the field, man. You can go from Super Bowl contender to a freaking top 5 pick in a snap if your quarterback isn't right. All right, man. It's gonna be.
What do you?
Go ahead.
It's gonna be what? Go ahead.
It's gonna be a crazy game tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight. I have no idea how I'm gonna sleep tonight. But
I don't know if I could sleep in your shoes either. Gonna go watch the game live, dude. Man, I'd be jazzed.
I am hyper excited. But I'm gonna wrap this one up. Unless you have something else that you want to add.
I was just gonna ask you, what do you think the score is gonna be? Unless you don't want to predict the score. Pick a winner.
Score for tomorrow. I went with 24-21 Dolphins, and we went on a Cody Parkey field goal.
I have it 21-17 Miami with a Cody Parkey field goal late to win it.
Both have us winning on field goals.
Field goals. If we could keep them below 20, I love our chances.
Yes, absolutely. That's going to be.
If it turns into a shootout, fucking Matt Ryan gets the W, and we're holding our bag, wondering what the hell happened.
Yes, absolutely. Make them one-dimensional. Keep the score low-scoring relatively. Keep Julio on the grass and come after their quarterback. And this one's possible. Very possible. All right, guys. The time is 9:03. Next week, man, who we have? Jets. Talking about the Jets again?
Yep. Yes, sir. Yep, the Jets at Hard Rock.
Yep. So next week, October 21st, we will be back here. Dolphins fan voices to talk Dolphins versus Jets at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. So make sure that if you're not subscribed to the channel, that you go ahead and subscribe and you click that little bell that says notified. So when the podcast goes live, you get that notification to let you know that we went live. So hey, If you like the podcast, man, make sure that you share it on your Facebook page. Go ahead and tweet this podcast out. Let your friends know about the podcast. I'm trying to make it bigger, man. Don't keep us as no secret. What you being greedy for? Share this shit, man. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. You have anything? Last words, man?
Have a good day at the game and go Dolphins.
Hell yeah, fins up. Peace.